Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Irv Lindsay here. How you doing? It's the weekend before 4th of July, so if you hear fireworks and all sorts of stuff going off, that's why. So one of the problems I have had this year is the weather went in April into May. It went from being too cold to be outside to being too hot to be outside. That's been my problem with videos in general. But gardening, those of us that were trying to grow lettuce and stuff like that, it was really bad for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you some of my garden that I've got going on here behind me, and we'll talk about, just a quick tour. It's been successful overall, but I've had some problems. So I do have bees in the garden, and they love the calendulas. They absolutely the bees love the calendulas. They absolutely love the calendulas. And yes, we do have bees here. Let's make that less blurry. These, I did not plant these. These all came back from last. These are volunteers. This tomato plant is a volunteer. This tomato plant is a volunteer. Now, by volunteer, what do I mean? What I mean is I didn't plant it. It grew from seed. Now, I'm hoping... Now, see, this is the first tomato. I believe this is the first volunteer tomato. I don't know if you can see it there or not. But it looks like a normal tomato to me, so I'm going to call that a Bradley. I was afraid it might be one of these early girls. Wait, that's a Bradley. These are early girls. It might have been one of these, and those don't have true seed. And I might have been growing a trash plant. But this other one here also has not put out fruit yet. We do have some buds there, and I'm interested to see what they look like. So this is a Bradley in a bucket. You know, kind of like soap on a rope, Bradley in a bucket. I'm so funny. These are all Bradleys. I've been single stemming them, been trimming off the bottom vines. I was a little more extreme on these two over here. And these two, I believe, have the Burpee granulated organic fertilizer. These two have the MI Gardeners Trifecta Plus. This one in the middle has nothing. It's just planted. Let's see if there's any difference between them. This one I expect will have deeper roots than the others, but I expect in general I should get just as many tomatoes. That's my theory. I think that the fertilizers really give them a boost, especially if you're in poor soil. But this isn't poor soil, so the calendulas are crazy. I actually planted too many seedlings. I believe this is a banana pepper. There's another banana pepper right over there behind the calendulas, and that is a bell pepper plant there. I have some seedlings in cups. I don't know what to do with them, guys. I had a potato here, got hit by what's called black leg. It was it's like a rot. And yeah, I had to pull those. I got one of the 4 plants I put in here, only one produced tomatoes because they got infected. These seem to be just fine. They're going crazy. They are really going nuts. I do have one that looks like it's wilting. I don't know why. I have checked for black leg. Now, black leg is when the bottom of the vine gets black and slimy. And I do not see any black slimy vines in here. They all look good to me. All right, guys, these are Wheatleys in the tomato plants in the white buckets. And I'm having trouble showing you because they're really buried inside the plant are the little tomatoes. They're kind of like a oblong-shaped tomato. So these are Siberian tomatoes. They're supposed to be frost-resistant tomato plants. We'll find out later this year, won't we? The potato plants, I pulled some baby reds yesterday. Oh, they were so good, guys. Fresh potatoes are so juicy and so buttery. And it reminds me of what we really miss by using store-bought produce. It's really hot out here. The temperature's rising. These are cherry tomatoes. And these are all a plant I overwintered last year. Let me get out of the sun so you can see them. I overwintered. These are all the same plant. This was an early girl plant that I had last year. And you can't get seed from Early Girl because it's a hybrid. There is a heirloom Early Girl called Dirty Girl you can get online. I'm going to try that one these days. But these are actually cuttings I took from my plant last year, overwintered it, and was able to grow it this spring. So these are all from last year, which is actually pretty cool if you think about it. Cherry tomato, look at the big leaves on this cherry tomato plant. I mean, they're as big as my hand, guys. They're huge. They're having problems setting tomatoes this year because the temperature's been really hot. Now this is about 8. I forget, one of these is, you know what, I forgot the name. These are beans, obviously. And I do have, can you see my leaf damage? I have Japanese beetles. Not a lot, but I've killed 2. And I can't see them, but this one keeps coming back and feeding in the same place. I lose 1 leaf a night. But we're putting on beans already. Putting on beans already, so hopefully I'll be harvesting soon. This is lettuce that has bolted because it got too hot too quick. And that's it, guys. I love my calendulas. They're so awesome. Oh, and here's some more solo cups with plants that I guess I could put another pepper here. Could probably put another pepper over there. And I have some more buckets, but honestly, I've put one in a bucket. I don't know how it's going to do. I don't know if they work in buckets or not. I did put it on the morning side to protect it from the hot afternoon sun so the bucket doesn't overheat. So we'll see what happens. That's it, guys. I appreciate you watching. This has been a quick garden update. There's a few people out there that like to follow my garden. Oh, and one more thing. I don't know if you can see it behind me, but back down here, I had last year's pot that had cucamelons in it, sprang some cucamelon plants. I didn't even know they were in there until I got to looking real close, so I have cucamelons too. Thanks for watching, I appreciate it. Everybody enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.